Russian state propagandists are struggling to convince the Russians of the inevitability of a long war. Quote, NATO countries are trying to destroy Russia. The West wants to wipe Slavic civilization off the face of the earth. These are the regular headlines of the pro-Kremlin media. Similar rhetoric is found among the Russian authorities.
Some believe that the time has come when Russia can be done away with. Why? Because it is an alternative view of the world, of God, of mankind. We need it to be a people's war, so that each person feels his involvement.
Such statements are another step towards the escalation of the war in Ukraine. Putin goes all in, political analysts say, because strategically he has already lost the war he himself unleashed against Ukraine.
The fact is that the new stage of the war, which Putin unleashed on February 24, 2022, Putin has already lost. This is obvious, and it is clear even to the Kremlin elders. In order to somehow save their skin, they need to create new circumstances, a new reality. It is necessary to bring the war, the armed confrontation with Ukraine, to a new level of escalation.
Step by step, the Kremlin is dragging Iran into its war against Ukraine. Increasingly, we are talking about the possible full-fledged participation in the hostilities by Belarus. Some activity of Russians is also taking place in the Scandinavian countries, Mikhailo Basarab says. In such dynamics, every day there can be a reason for a big war.
Putin
is counting on the fact that China, which latently supports Russia, is a hidden ally of Russia, will be forced to act more decisively in such circumstances. Putin obviously continues to count on the fact that NATO may not show its monolithic nature in the event of a direct armed confrontation with Russia and its potential allies.
However, the chance that Russian calculations will come true is minimal, experts say. NATO has proved its unity during the full-scale war in Ukraine. China, in turn, is unlikely to want to abandon the main market for its products, Europe and the United States.
Question: who needs all these countless gadgets that China produces? If not the Western world, who will buy them? China is interested in being in the system, leading it, but not breaking away from the system. It needs to sell all this. Container shipping, rare earth metals, all this needs to be sold. Russia can offer the civilized world nothing but war, tears and funerals.
Lack of weapons, difficult economic situation, global isolation. In the context of a global conflict, Russia simply has no chance of success, experts believe.
Such a huge country, with such, as they say, potential, with such opportunities, with such spiritual bonds, did not manage to go further than Kherson. That is, Kherson is their only victory, the only prize that they were able to get, but only in the early days. They could not last longer. Then what kind of world war are they counting on? It was just marketing which wasn't supported by any major achievements.
There is another scenario for the development of events. The Russian Federation may fall apart before Putin succeeds in realizing his ambitions and dragging the world into a new war. Reported by Dana Kolesnik, Valeria Nakapalova, UATV News.